So can everyone go ahead and match me? Match me? And match me. Oop, that's okay. Great. Do you guys remember that's our signal for attention? Remember we're not touching our wheel. So if I need your attention during any part of this lesson, I'm going to go ahead and use that signal. And then you guys, like everyone right now, has their eyes up front, and their voices are off, and their ears are listening, and their bodies are turned towards me. So that's exactly what we're supposed to do when I call for that signal. Perfect. So who can remember what it looks like to be a learner? Remember, put a thumbs up if you have an idea of what it looks like to be a learner. What does it look like to be a learner? What is something that learners do? Hadassah, what is something that learners do? Yeah, they have, do you remember what we say? We have our eyes and our ears on the person that is talking, just like Zach's doing right now, and Miguel and Hadassah and Matthew. They're all keeping their eyes and their ears on the person who's talking. So that's one of the things we're going to do today. Who has another idea of something that learners do? Remember, thumbs up. Zach, what's something that a learner does?
A learner learn from what the person is saying.
Yeah, they listen to what the person is saying and they make a connection. Matthew, thank you. Miguel, what's another thing that learners do?
Quiet.
They're quiet. Yeah, they listen to the speaker. Zach, eyes up front, please. And Hadassah, what's another thing that learners do? Yeah, they raise their hand when they want to speak. So remember, we're only speaking if we're raising our hands. And we have one more thing that learners do, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this one. They follow directions quickly. I'm going to have a lot of directions today, and so we need to make sure we're following them quickly. Good job, everybody. Okay. Today what we're learning about is we are going to be learning about making predictions. And the reason why we're doing this is we're going to use this to better understand what we're reading. As we're reading stories, remember how last week we learned about making connections? Do you remember we made connections to the story? So this is another way we make connections. Yep, we make predictions. And today, you can know you learn the target by being able to say, I can ask a question to make a prediction about a story. So we're going to be saying our predictions in forms of questions. So we're going to practice with our response wheels one more time. So we get ready to use those today during the lesson. So, one more time. If you are a boy this time, you're going to turn to red. And if you are a girl, you're going to turn to green. So let's practice doing that, everybody. If you're a boy, turn to red. And a girl, turn to... Okay. Good. Great job. Faith, great job. That's good. Yeah. And then show me, Miguel. Perfect. So, I want to see that side. Perfect. Now we're going to do something a little different. So, if you think it's going to be sunny tomorrow, I want you to turn to red. If you think it's going to rain tomorrow, I want you to turn to green. And if you think it's going to snow tomorrow, I want you to turn to blue. So if you think it's going to be sunny, turn to red, rain, turn to green, and snow, turn to blue.
There's no snow, but...
It's just a guess. It's just a guess. Oh, thank you.
What about yellow? No, it's yellow.
Yellow can be if you think it's going to be windy.
I'm going to say it's windy.
Okay, so does everyone have a guess? A guess about what's going to happen? Yeah, everyone has a good. So this is an example of a prediction. A prediction is a guess about what is going to happen. So a prediction, let's repeat that one more time. Listen, eyes up front, is a guess about what is going to happen. So we're going to use predictions today in a story and make predictions about the story. And you always make predictions before you read because it's a guess about what's going to happen. So, really quickly, let's see if we remember. When we're making a prediction, are we going to make it before or after we read read a story. I want you to turn to red if you think we make predictions before we read the story, and green if you think we make predictions after. Remember, a prediction is a guess about what is going to happen. So I need red or green. Before the story or after? Remember, a prediction is a guess about what's going to happen. Are you going to make it before or after? Zach, are you on red or green?
I'm on.
Remember, red is before and green is after.
We really do it in the middle.
You're doing it in the middle? Yep, pick one or the other.
If that means maybe it's before or after. No, I'm saying it's
Before. So, everyone, your dial should be on red because a prediction we make before the story. That's okay. It's okay if you have one. Let's try it one more time. So our predictions, everyone, let's turn our dials to red because predictions are something we make before the story. So the way we're going to make predictions today is we're going to ask some questions. And everyone up front has a little question cheat sheet. And these are some different ways we phrase our questions. I wonder if. So I wonder if it's going to snow tomorrow. Will it snow tomorrow? That's another way we can phrase a question. And is it going to snow tomorrow? These are all different questions we can ask in order to make predictions. So I'm going to pass out a story. And today our story is called Eat Like a Pig. So everyone, we have a copy of our story. And we're going to make some predictions about the story. You read it the other day? Well, we're going to read it again.
ooh, good. Maybe you'll be able to read it to us. Can I look at the book?
No, we're each going to get one.
Maybe.
So we're going to start on the first page. Oh, sorry about that. There we go.
We're starting the first page.
Everyone on the first page. And remember, we're not touching our response wheel unless we're doing a response. Okay, let's all read the title of the story together. On the first page. Right in. First page. It's called Eat Like a Pig. That is the name of our story. And we're going to make some predictions. And the way we make predictions is we're going to look at the pictures on the front cover. And we're going to make guesses about what's going to go on. So, for example, I see on the front cover, I see a pig and a dog and they're cooking. So I'm going to go back to my questions. And I'm going to say, I wonder if the pig and poodle will cook together. That's a prediction. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it's a guess about what is going to happen. Does anyone notice anything else in the pictures on the front cover? Hayden, what do you notice?
That on this page, I can see that the poodle is standing up.
Yeah. Do poodles usually stand up?
No. No.
So another prediction we might have is will the pig or will the poodle stand up, which is kind of unlike poodles.
Like my dog.
Does your dog stand up?
When you put a treat up high, he actually stands up on his hind legs.
Oh my gosh. Zach, what about you? Do you have another prediction?
The pig and
Or not a prediction, sorry. Do you have another thing you noticed in the picture?
yeah, the pig and the poodle are eating off plates.
They're eating off plates. So I might make a prediction. I might wonder, will the pig and the poodle eat dinner together? That's another prediction I might have. Good. What about you, Hadassah? What do you notice? What? They're cooking? Yeah. Okay, that's another good one. So those are lots of great things that people notice. And so that's how we're going to make predictions. We're going to look at the cover, and we're going to look at the pictures. We're going to put all of our hands down, because we're done making predictions right now. And we're going to see things we notice. One more thing I noticed is that the pig is angry. He looks really mad, doesn't he? let's say, is the pig going to be angry at the poodle?
I would say that
Okay, we're not talking right now.
not
Thank you.
just
1 second. Okay, so these are great questions we're going to ask before we start. Well, even if you have one more, we're going to finish and we're going to keep on going. Okay? So then, what we're going to do next is we're going to look for the answers in the story. Because in order to find the answers to these questions, we have to read them in the story. So let's go ahead and flip to our story, and we're going to read and see if we can answer any of our questions. Okay, so let's start at the first page. Pig and Poodle were hungry. They made a nice dinner. One of our questions at the beginning, if you guys remember, was, I wonder if Pig and Poodle will cook. Did they cook?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a prediction that came true. We made in the story. So that's good. It's okay though if your predictions don't come true, but they're just guesses to keep you involved in the story. And let's keep on reading. Pig and Poodle sat. Pig put the napkin on his lap. Poodle put the napkin on his neck.
Nope.
Let's turn to the next page. There are no more of our predictions on this page. Can we read this next page together? Okay, ready? Pig and Poodle ate. Pig used his fork. Poodle used his paws. Pig and Poodle drank. Pig sipped and Poodle slurped. Okay, so let's stop and think. Does anyone have any new guesses about what might happen to the story now that we have some new information? Why don't we think about it? Think about it. Everyone have something in your head? Go ahead and turn and share with a partner what you think a guess might be. We'll get all your partner here.
I think that maybe the pig is picking because the pig is mad because of the poodle is drinking fast and eating fast.
Okay, match me. Match me. Match me. Match me. Good. Does someone want to raise their hand and share one of their guesses they had? Zach, what about you?
I think that the poodle and the pig are going to get in a fight because the pig is eating nicer and the poodle is eating sloppy.
Yeah, so you think they're going to get in a fight. That is a great prediction or a guess about what is going to happen. Good job. Olivia, what's your guess?
I think there's a problem that they're not getting along with each other.
Yeah, that's another great prediction. They're not going to get along. It's a guess about what's going to happen. Good. And also, what about you?
Why is he sloppy?
Yeah, you think the pig's asking why Poodle's eating so sloppy? That's another great prediction. Okay, we're going to stop there. We're going to keep reading the story and see if any of these predictions are going to come true. Okay. Pig and Poodle talked. Pig chewed before he talked. Poodle chewed while he talked. Pig and Poodle had dessert. Pig said, "Please pass the pie." Poodle grabbed the biggest piece. Let's keep reading and see what else is going to happen. So let's flip our pages. Pig and Poodle finished eating. Pig wiped his mouth with the napkin. Poodle wiped his mouth with his paws. Pig and Poodle got up from the table. Pig took the dishes to the sink. Poodle took the nap on the floor. So lots of you had predictions that Pig was going to be mad at Poodle. So do you think that Pig is going to be mad at Poodle by the way this story is going on? I want you to turn to red if you think yes, and green if you think no. Red for yes, green for no. If you think Pig is going to be mad at Poodle.
Green for yes.
Red for, oh here, let me write it up here. A red going to be mad at Poodle. I see lots of red, which is a great guess. It's all a guess. So this is a prediction. Remember, we're guessing what's going to happen. It's a prediction. Let's keep reading and see what happens with our prediction. The next day, Pig sat Poodle down. They talked about manners. Pig and Poodle had another nice dinner. This time, Poodle used good table manners. Look, I'm eating like a pig, Poodle said. Was that a funny story?
Yes.
So let's go over what a prediction is. Remember, if we remember, a prediction was a guess about what is going to happen. A guess about what is going to happen in the story. So let's use our response wheels one more time. Oh, thank you. I'm good though. Turn to red if you're going to make a prediction after you read the story, and a green if you're going to make the prediction before we read the story. A red if you're going to make a prediction after, or a green if before. Are you going to make it red after or green before you read the story?
I'm going to say in between both.
I see lots of greens. Good. We make predictions before we read the story. That's great.
We also made predictions in the middle, so that's
Yeah,
why
we
didn't
did.
read it in red.
We also sometimes make predictions in the middle of the story, which is great for pointing out Zach. Okay, remember we're going to set our response wheels down. Leave them down. Matthew, please put yours. I really appreciate how Hadassah has hers down and not putting it in Hayden. And Kenya's doing a great job with that too, and Faith. So yeah, we make them before we read the story or while we read the story. And the reason why we did this today is to help us better understand and be connected to what we're reading, which is really important as we move on in school, because if you're just reading and not really understanding, is that a very good thing? No, you really need to understand what we're reading. And so today now we can ask questions to make predictions about the story. I feel like you guys all were doing a great job making guesses as you read the story, which is another word for a prediction. So great job, everybody. So we're going to move into our binder work. So let's put the stories here. Can we pass them up front? Or I can come around and collect them. I'll leave those in a second, but you can leave those on your desk. Let's grab our binders. And we can start, or if you start at the computer, you can move to the computer.
Where's Donna?
He's out in the hallway right now. Hadassah, your binder is not there, so go ahead and start on the computer. Mr. Donna borrowed your binder, so you're going to go ahead and start on the computer. Help me. I don't need help right now, but thank you.